Hey, welcome back to our second video. So today we're going to be doing a small but mini makeup review of the Wet n Wild palettes right here. We have two of the Wet n Wild palettes right here. We don't have the full Wet n Wild collection. I wish I had the full collection in front of me. I had more of their palettes, but we're just gonna make do what we have for today. We have our Burt's Bees makeup wipes right here. We're gonna do swatches of each one, and then we're gonna do a review at the end. So we're gonna do a swatch of this one right here because this is pretty much my favorite ones. Before we get into the swatches, we're gonna get into our brushes right here. So this one's pretty much a medium brush. This is the eyeshadow brush, and it comes in this size right here. So this one you have a small, and this was the medium, and they do have another size right here. So it's like 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large. The large one is pretty much for like blush, concealer, foundation, all of the big, projects. And the reason why I love these brushes is because they're bristles right here. They're not hard, they're not crisp, they're really soft. I love the soft texture of makeup brushes. I don't like the hard, crusty, dusty, the ones that feel hard in your skin. I love a really nice texture. So we're gonna hit to our holy grail. This is the holy grail right here. The reason why I call this the holy grail is because I have purchased this more than once, and it still looks brand new, never been used. So you can tell this one looks like it just got from the store. It comes with 5 different skin tones right here. So we have our fair, we have our medium / olive, and then we have our dark skin right here. So we're going to dive into this one and do our honest review. We're going to start with the darker shade. We're going to work from this part to this part, but I'm going to start with the darker shade first. That way you guys can actually see what the darker shade looks like. Oh my god, those in a crack. No, because if it cracks, I have to get a whole new one. No. So this is what the darker shade looks like. I'm gonna put it on my arm so you guys can actually see what it looks like right here. So this is pretty much the darkest shade right here. This one's like so pretty much just is a brown. This one's really good for like dark skin. So if you're like if you have like dark skin, like rich chocolate. So if your skin complexion is pretty much like a dark chocolate complexion, this is definitely the color for you right here. Then we're gonna dive into like this really nice copper looking brown color. We have this brown right here. So pretty much is the next color up. So this is if you have like light skin like myself, it blends in perfectly with my skin. It's pretty much like a copper type color right here. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys to see. Then we have a really nice color right here. This nice caramel color right here. You can't really see it right here. I'm gonna just try to swatch. You really can't see it right there. If you could zoom in, it kind of blends with my skin. This is another skin tone color. You can't really tell if it's there, but it's there. Then you have another skin tone right here. This is my go-to favorite one right here. It's like a light brown right here. It's actually my finger. I'm gonna swatch it right here. You guys can actually tell. So it kind of blends in right here. These two kind of blend in with my skin. You can't really see it that well. And then you have this one right here. So this is definitely like a nice skin tone palette right here. This one is matte. So matte, you can't really see the color with matte. So this palette is considered matte. Matte doesn't have like a glossy shine to it. It doesn't have like a glossy finish. You know how when you buy paint from a store and it's glossy and it's pretty and it's gorgeous and you're able to see the color on the wall. But when you buy paint without that semi-gloss or that nice glossy finish, it's just flat. You don't want something flat. And matte to me is like a flat texture. It's very chalky, it's very cakey. It doesn't have a nice look to it, and you will have to wet your makeup brush to make it appear on your face. And it's gonna take more than maybe 2 two shades to make it pop. That's just my opinion. That's just my feedback on matte. I'm not saying don't buy matte eyeshadow. Just give it a try. If you are not into matte eyeshadows, they do have a palette where it's matte and shimmer. That way you can have the best of both worlds. So don't buy just one palette with mattes in it and one palette with shimmers. Buy a palette that has a nice balance to it. Buy a palette that has mattes and shimmers in it. That way you can play with each texture, or you can play with the different shades as well. Don't be afraid to mix mattes and shimmers together. Don't be afraid to mix shimmers and mattes together. Just play with either one or both and just find a happy medium. So that was the Walking on Eggshells palette right here. This one does not come with the shades. I was like, oh, does the colors come with the shades? Like, no, this is actually a shade by itself. This is the name of the palette. It's called Walking on Eggshells. That's just the name of the palette. They don't have the name underneath each square. It's just that's how they do their eyeshadows. Now we're gonna move on to the fun part of this video right here. So I'm gonna wipe my arm off right here. We're not gonna do any tutorials for today. We're just doing swatches and reviews because we're rebranding our video channel. So wow, this really came up in one swipe. Now we're gonna dive into this one is just My Lucky Charm. I keep saying just my luck, but this one is called My Lucky Charm, and they do have different ones as well. So if you guys want to see the full collection, the full Wet n Wild collection, please comment down below. If you guys want to see the full Wet n Wild collection, please comment down below. Please comment the word Wet n Wild or just Wet n Wild. Yeah. So this one is called My Lucky Charm. And this one is really nice for green eyes, brown eyes, hazel eyes. Yes. Or if your eyes have a nice mix to it, then yeah. We're gonna dive into this one. This one's a really nice one for fall. This is definitely a nice fall palette. And this one's this one's very shimmer. This one definitely has a shimmer finish to it. So it has one matte and 4 shimmers in this one. So we're gonna start from the darkest shimmer and move on out. So we're gonna start with this nice, rich, dark color right here. This one's definitely an army green. So this one is a dark olive green right here. So this is kind of like an army green. It's kind of giving me like an army green, olive green right here. And it pops really well with my skin tone and my eyes. So my eyes are a dark brown, but when I'm in the sun, they do kind of light. So yeah. So it does really go well with my skin tone and my eyes because they're dark brown. So then next we're going with this really nice olive green color. So we're going to go in right here with this nice olive green and just swatch it right here. And it is smooth like butter. I would definitely recommend this palette. This is an 8. I would give this an 8 out of 10. It's not like a 10 out of 10. I would definitely give this an 8 out of 10 because I love the way it goes with my skin tone. Skin tone wise, I'll definitely give it an 8 or a 9. But the palette itself, I will definitely give it a 10. Look at that in all her glory. That looks gorgeous on the skin tone. And now we're going into this dark blue green color right here. I'm going to swatch it right here. And it is smooth like butter. I'm going to zoom in right here. It is a nice bluish green color. And it does have a nice shimmer gloss to it. And it does have a nice glossy glitter finish to it. And it does look gorgeous on the skin tone. Now we're going to go with this really nice, gorgeous, I believe this is like a copper. Oh, honey, look at that color right there. We're going to swatch her right there. Oh my God, look. This looks like Olympic gold right here. This is like Olympic gold. And this is so gorgeous on the eye, you guys. This one right here would definitely, I would definitely wear this one and this one right here. These two right here, these are my actual 2 favorite from the palette. And this is super gorgeous. It's a nice golden color. and she looks gorgeous on the eye. You can actually use it for the inner crease or the outer crease of the whole lid. I would use this one in the near future. And we're gonna swatch our matte. I'm very surprised they put a matte in here. They could have put a another shimmer in here, but I'm glad they put a matte in here to balance out all of the shimmer. So we're gonna dive into this matte color right here. It's like a nice coffee brown, and you really can't tell that color right there. I'm gonna swatch it again. So I'm gonna swatch it right here, and it's a nice light brownish color. I don't know why they put that color in the palette, because it doesn't go with the palette. To me, that color doesn't go with all the other colors. It kind of throws it off. It kind of throws the color story all off. If you're gonna do a palette with greens in it, I would definitely do a palette with greens in it. I think this color is throwing it off. I think this bluish green color is throwing it off. If it was maybe like another shade, like a emerald green, oh my god. If it was like a nice rich green or a forest green or just a nice, sage green, oh my goodness, with a hint of that shimmer butter formula, oh my god, that could have went chef's kiss. But it kind of goes with the palette, and sometimes it kind of goes with it, and it doesn't kind of go with it. It's kind of a almost a hit and miss with me. But if once we start playing with this palette, I'm definitely gonna fall in love with it. I just have to just play with it once I'm gonna give this palette some TLC in it. Once it has gotten some TLC, then yes, it just has to warm up to me. But my opinion on this one, they should have put a different shade of green in it. It would have looked really cute with a different shade of green in it, because they have two greens here. This really nice, gorgeous gold color, and this really off the wall brownish color that doesn't really go with the palette. They kind of just threw it in there as afterthought. But I'm really impressed with these other three right here. I'm not impressed with this one right here. If they took out this one right here and replaced it with a green, then yeah. But it kind of does make sense, and it kind of doesn't. So that is my honest opinion, for reals. So I would definitely give this palette a 10 out of 10. But it's just kind of a miss for me. The reason why it's a miss for me, because I really would definitely take out this color and put another shade of green here, and it would definitely be a home run, a slam dunk, whatever you guys want to call it in the sports world. But to me, it's a 10 out of 10, but on the color side, it's an 8 out of 10. And this right here, I would definitely say this one is probably, I would say it's kind of like a 6 out of 10. The reason why I say it's a 6 out of 10 is because of the matte texture and formula in it. But I would definitely recommend it if you're not really into shimmers. But that's all the time we have here, you guys. Stay hydrated, stay positive, and determined. And yes, we have 9 more days until we rebrand the whole entire channel. See you guys in the next one.